Thanks for joining us today. Just so you know, we recently posted a video review of the 2022 Honda Pilot, which is the full-size SUV in the Honda lineup. I'm sure you've watched it, haven't you? Especially if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, if you haven't watched it already, then maybe you should sometime. And if you haven't subscribed, you definitely should. At any rate, since we just reviewed Honda's largest SUV, we thought maybe now would be a good time to review their smallest SUV, the Honda HR-V for 2023. Shazam! The 2023 Honda HR-V comes in 3 trim levels. The base LX model, which starts out at only $23,650 here in the States. The Sport Edition, like we have here today, for only $25,650 . And then there's the top-of-the-line EXL for $27,450 . And they all come standard front-wheel drive, but all-wheel drive is an available option for $1,500 should you so desire. Now, the first thing you can't help but notice is the size of the HR-V. It's grown up quite a bit in this second-generation version. It's almost 9 inches longer and 3 inches wider than the previous edition. Plus, the wheelbase has been extended and the front and rear tires set out just a little bit more. It's been widened just a touch. The HR-V has an independent suspension, and it comes with McPherson struts in front and multi-link in the rear, along with front and rear stabilizer bars for enhanced ride quality. Plus, you have quad disc brakes, ABS, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, and vehicle stability assist, and all of that is always good to have on your daily driver. Plus, the LX and the EXL both come with 17-inch rims, while our Sport Edition comes with awesome-looking 18-inch black gloss rims. And, well, while we're on the subject, the HR Sport also comes with a black matte finish, a gloss black spoiler, as well as sport badging, plus an all-black interior with accented orange stitching throughout. And it's a cool car. It really looks nice. The 2023 HR-V is based on the Honda Civic platform, and you'll recognize a lot of the latest Civic exterior and interior styling touches as well, such as the all-new full LED headlights, LED daytime running lights you see here, and the design matches it nicely. Plus, you've got full LED taillights as well. And you have auto high beam, which is a standard feature now on all HR-Vs this year. Now, the fresh-faced honeycomb grille really stands out, especially with the Honda logo placed right on top instead of being inside of it. And, you know, I can just picture the engineer who designed this grille in action. Can't you? Then I'm gonna do this, and this, no. I'm gonna put the H, and this, and no. This, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. It's done! What do you think? Oh! This is a heavy hood. The 2023 HR-V comes with a 2.0-liter, 4-cylinder, 16-valve, dual overhead cam, multi-port, fuel-injected, variable valve timing, electronically controlled engine that generates 158 horsepower, 138 pound-feet of torque, which will get this moving from 0 to 60 in about... All right, okay, it's not built for speed, but at least the engine's a bit more powerful than the preceding HR-V, and that's definitely a step in the right direction. As far as the transmission is concerned, you get a CVT with Sport mode. That's Honda's continuously variable transmission, and it's been vastly improved over the years, which helps not only with the acceleration, but also with the fuel efficiency. Plus, you have a choice of 3 drive modes: normal, econ, and there's an active snow mode as well. Now, what I like about the engine is how simply it's set up. You have so many easily accessible components. Your windshield washer fluid here, you've got your engine overflow coolant here, you can check your oil, add your oil, you can get to your air filter, you got your battery set right up on top, you can see your ABS unit here, you got dual thermostatically controlled electronic fans to help to cool the engine system. And heat resonator shield. That reduces the noise of the engine as well as protecting the paint on the top of the vehicle. And it's solid as a rock. Ta-da-bum! Solid as a rock. Now, what you can also appreciate that you can't see is Hondas are built with ace body construction. That is their advanced compatibility engineering, which in the event of a collision allows the body structure to absorb and then deflect energy away from the passenger compartment. Now, since we're talking about safety, we might as well cover all the great stuff that comes with the HR-V, with the Honda Sensing Suite, plus their available optional safety and driver features. And these include your collision mitigation braking system. You also have road departure mitigation, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, as well as forward collision warning, lane departure warning, traffic sign recognition, and traffic jam assist. Blind spot information, as well as a cross-traffic monitoring system, are also available in the Sport as well as the EXL models. And the top-of-the-line EXL comes with front and rear parking sensors. Plus, the HR-V comes with 10 airbags. So you're pretty covered as far as safety is concerned. The exterior styling is similar to that of a lot of SUVs these days. It has smooth, flowing lines that give it a handsome yet modern look. Plus, I think it definitely looks nicer in person than it does in a lot of the photos I've seen. At least that's my opinion. And check this out. It even comes with 4 door handles. Now, if some of you are wondering why I'm mentioning this, just take a close look at the previous HR-V and you'll understand. What's also great is that you can add available roof rails and a bunch of cool cargo carrying accessories to help carry camping equipment or surfboards, or you name it. And if you'd like to find out about all of the Honda accessories available for the HR-V, just go to ragear.com. It's your one-stop online shop for automotive accessories. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled review. In the back, we have our integrated rear spoiler, which is gloss black, like we mentioned earlier, with your third high tail light and your LED full backup lights and brake lights, as well as, well, your wiper system. And oh yeah, I almost forgot to tell you, the 2023 Honda HR-V comes with smart wiper blades. That is, the wiper fluid is actually dispensed from the blade itself, so you're not just spraying it all over the place. I bet you'd buy it for that reason alone, wouldn't you? In the back, you can see on our Sport Edition, you have a visible bright chrome tip exhaust pipe, but on the base model and the EXL, you don't see a exhaust pipe at all. They're hidden, they're gone. Disappeared. Poof. Invisible. Not there. Ain't gonna see it. Ain't gonna happen. They're on there. You need an exhaust system. I'm just telling you. It's not. Sorry. And as far as cargo space is concerned, with the back seats up, you've got 24.4 cubic feet of useful cargo space with additional storage area underneath this back mat. And of course, your emergency spare tire is tucked way underneath. Now, with your 60-40 split folding seats down, you've got 55.2 cubic feet of cargo space. And that's a decent amount of cargo space, especially for a compact SUV. And you'll notice you do have your 12-volt power source back here, which always comes in handy, your tie downs, and of course you could get a rear cargo cover and all that good stuff. But basically, you got a grip here, and then you can just close it, like this. All right, why did I do that? Is there an interior release to the, no. Oh, that was brilliant. In the back seat, you have seats, and they support your back. And there are 3 backs available to be supported with these particular seats. And what's nice is that even though this is an all-wheel drive vehicle, these backs that are supported in these seats, hence the name, you don't have a very large hump here. So this person in the middle doesn't have a lot to straddle. But there is a storage area right here, and that's about it. You do have the Sport stitching. Now that's the part I was saving the best for last. In these back holding seats, one of the nice things is you have this cloth interior, and you've got this, checkered pebbled surface back here, which is nice with some sparkles popping out, and this bright orange stitching. And it's only available in the Sport. That's pretty nice. Now, as far as an armrest is concerned, for the back seat part thing here, you really don't have one. You don't have one. But you could get an accessory to sit right here that would have holders for cups. You could buy one. You could personalize it. Maybe Honda's already got one for it. I don't know. And as far as the moon roof is concerned, you don't have one in this one. I think it's only available in the top of the line EXL. But you do have LED lights. Hey, okay, check it out. LEDs, huh? And passenger assist grips. Can you believe I've just spent this much time talking about the back seats? Did I mention the all-weather floor mats we have in this vehicle as well? These are an option as well. They're pretty cool. And you've got speakers back here too. That's a unique feature. I don't think there's another car on the planet that has speakers in the back door panels. I don't think. I could be wrong. I don't think. Oh, and you do have a storage area right here for the driver to reach back and grab something, or the passenger back here. And over here, it's just this one, because you really don't need one over there. You've got this one. You think we ought to talk about the front seats now? Why don't we do that? All right, since we're here in this empty parking lot, I'm gonna show you how poorly I actually park a car. Now, the HRV has active guidelines, which come in handy. And you've got, of course, your full color screen here. And I am still, oh, look at that. Yay. Yay. Now, what you can't see is you have 3 different views. You have a top-down view as well, right over here, in case you have a trailer or something like that. But there's your standard view, wide view, there's your narrow view, and there's your drop-down view. Boom, boom, in case you have something you'll want to tow. So, we're gonna move and groove. Finally behind the wheel of the 2023 Honda HR-V. As soon as you get in the vehicle, you can distinctly see the similarities between this vehicle and the Honda Civic. They both have a very modern and clean look. You have your honeycomb bar across the entire dash up front, as well as on the side here. And you have your vent controls, easily accessible by the driver and passenger. Plus, you have excellent visibility. Now, one of the things that Honda did for the HR-V for 2023 is they moved the mirrors back and they dropped the wipers down. And it really does enhance the visibility out front. And you get used to that little extra shot between the mirror and the A-pillar here. So that's a very nice touch. Also, for a nice touch, is the leather-covered steering wheel and shifter right here, which is very nice in our Sport Edition. Let's try acceleration. Little 4-banger action, holding back, holding back. Okay, well, like I said earlier, this is not built for speed, but it does wind up, and once you get going about over 35, 40, then it's just cruising down the highway. Now, as far as the ride is concerned, you do have that independent suspension, and it does a very nice job of soaking up some of the bumps. You're obviously gonna have a little softer steering feel to it. You can adjust going into sport mode. Now we're gonna get some pickup. Now we're getting some get up and go. Some giddy up. And then we go back to normal. So if you really wanna have fun with the Sport, keep it in Sport. If you wanna save a few bucks, put it in Eco. Because, you know, with gas prices the way they are, it never hurts. Now, as soon as you get in the car, you'll notice you have a 7-inch information display, and it's digital, of course, with your tach on the left, speedometer on the right. Plus, you can set up different readouts, and I have my speed indicator in digital form straight ahead. Plus you have the street sign recognition, so it's telling me how much ahead or above the speed limit I'm going, which of course I never ever do. You also have a 7-inch screen right here, which is your infotainment screen. And with the LX and the Sport Edition, you have the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto capability, but it has to be wired into it. That's what I have right now. And it works. This idiot just laid a patch in front of us. Maybe he was trying to impress me, but he's just got me riled up. It's time for that charger to feel the beast of the HRV acceleration. Look at him. He's turning off. He's running away. Yeah, take that. I don't know why I just went pirate, but I did. Sorry. I think it's one of the things that happens when you're in a brand new 2023 car. I love driving vehicles pre-model year. Now, where was I before I was so rudely interrupted? Let's see. Oh, I have my Android phone set up, and I've got my information display here with the mapping system, which is great. And it's pinch and that, ba-bam, ba-bam, all that good stuff. So you don't need the navigation in here. But when you move up to the EXL, you get a 9-inch screen, and your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is wireless. So that's a plus. Also with the EXL, you have a cell phone charger built into the vehicle itself. This one, it doesn't. It just charges off the USB. So it really doesn't matter if you're tucked into the USB, you're going to charge your phone anyway. But the EXL comes with all the nicest stuff. It really does. But the Sport Edition is what it is. Interior is very nice. You do have soft touch material along the doors and along the dash. Everybody likes soft touch. I don't know why though. Who does that? Nobody does that. So you have soft touch material across the board. You have soft material on the armrests as well. And I love the accented orange stitching. It really does look nice. Very, very nice. It's a very nice touch. Now you do, of course, get your tilt and telescopic, and it's manual, just like, I think every Honda in the world ever has. But the seats in our Sport are manual controlled. Now that's a little sacrifice you have to make. Kind of like in the back seat where you don't have an air vent, you don't have an armrest or a cup holder, little things like that. But the vehicle's not perfect, but it certainly has a tremendous amount of pluses for every couple minuses it might have. That's my opinion. This is a weird thing about the HRV. You get 3 different stereo systems, 1 for each trim level, but they're all 180 watts. The base LX gets 4 speakers, our Sport Edition gets 6, and the EXL top of the line gets 8, but it's still 180 watts of power. Huh, what do you know? Something new and different. I learn something new every day. Every day I wake up and measure the magnitude of my ignorance, and I'm never disappointed. I learn something all the time. And I did learn that you do have 2 cup holders up here. I learned you have your bottle holders on the side, nice storage areas. Hondas are always known for that. The center armrest does have a decent sized little storage nook. Plus there's a storage nook underneath here where the transmission is and the shift controls are. And speaking of the transmission, that's a nice segue, isn't it? You do have your CVT with the sport shift and low mode. Plus, as we mentioned before, you have 3 drive mode selects. Select. I'm in normal now. I'm in econ. And of course, I'm in snow mode. It's 95 degrees outside. Why would I put it in snow mode? That's stupid. So anyway, we're going back to normal. Oh, and by the way, because it is so beastly hot out here today when we're filming, that's the reason I'm wearing shorts and kind of, slacking off a little bit here and getting a little sloppy, but it's okay, it's comfortable. Now, that's the other reason, by the way, you might hear a little bit of the air conditioning. Oh, and the air conditioning is set right here, and you have manual controls for it. And I'm gonna turn the AC up all the way to feel the power. So yes, you're going to hear a little AC noise, but that's because it is really hot outside. Now, as we cruise down the highway, some of the things that you can appreciate with the Sport Edition and the EXL is you do have keyless entry, of course, and you do also have the automatic locking feature as you start to drive, as well as the walk-away lock feature, so that if you have your key fob in your pocket and you walk away, you forget to lock it, it'll lock automatically, and that's always a nice plus. You do have 12-volt connectivity, like I showed you in the back, and up front you have USB connectivity there. You also have USB connectivity on each side of the front seats, and in the back seats you take the 12-volt power from the rear cargo area, put in an adapter, run a little cord back, and give little Bobo and Bobette their own USB connectivity. Ooh, Blind Hill. I love Blind Hills. And this is a dead end. Isn't that depressing? I just think they could have come up with a better name for this. It's like a road with no outlet. Instead, it's a dead end. When I do this, I always do it in hopes of getting the camera guy in the back seat nauseous. It's just a little game I play. Anyway, if he throws up, it's okay. It's not my car. The Sport Edition and the EXL also come with the remote start, which is a nice plus. Plus, a couple other things that you'll notice over here, you have your traction control button that you can activate on off. You also have a hill descent control button right here, which when you activate it, it controls your hill descent. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Okay, and you also have your electronic parking brake as well as brake hold. Do you want me to explain what brake hold is? Never mind. The sport seats are very nice and comfortable. I like the cloth inset, and it's, you know, good for, I think, around town as well as on long trips. Of course, guess what, with the EXL, you get the leather. That's what the L stands for, leather. So, also when you look at the EXL, you also get dual zone air conditioning versus just the regular front air conditioning. So that's another nice plus. I always make a recommendation, if you can, go for the top of the line, unless you're specifically looking for the sport look and feel of this vehicle. But if you're just wanting to get your first SUV, then the LX is probably a great entryway to the Honda SUV lineup. It's decent fuel efficiency with this 4-cylinder engine, turbocharged of course, and at the same time you've got plenty of cargo space like we've discussed in the back seats up, back seats down, 60-40 split, all that good stuff. So it's a really versatile machine, and it's a mere $1,500 for all-wheel drive. So, you know, you could fit this into your budget quite nicely. And it makes for a great city driver, and with that all-wheel drive, you can even do a little light off-roading. So it's definitely a step in the right direction. So who's the target market for this entry-level SUV? I bet probably Honda Civic drivers that are tired of driving the sedan and they want to step up with the visibility of an SUV, the practicality of the cargo carrying capacity and passenger comfort, as well as the ability to go off-roading a little bit with the all-wheel drive system. So I think Honda's got a nice upgrade for the HR-V for the second generation. Check it out, and I bet you'll feel the same way too.